Allison, thank you. 9:39 on this Friday. It's the movie that has been trending since its release last week. Millions of people made Bob Marley One Love the top movie in its debut weekend.
Now, as we head into weekend number 2 in theaters, we're so thrilled that the key players in this movie are joining us live this morning. We're talking about Bob's son, Ziggy, a producer on the film in Los Angeles, and the film star, Kingsley Ben-Adir. He joins us from London. Good morning to you both, gentlemen. Good to see you.
Good morning. How you doing?
We're doing great, just like this movie is doing great. And Ziggy, we'll start the first question with you. The director, says that getting your family on board was key to this. What made your family greenlight this project?
Well, we greenlighted it because we were the ones who brought it to life and choose director, choose Kingsley, looking for good partners. So we were on board from the beginning, and it was a part of the story that we wanted to tell and the message that we wanted to bring to the world of one love.
And Kingsley, I have to ask you, what drew you to this role, and how hard did you have to fight to get it?
Well, really, it was Ziggy and the family. You know, it was as soon as I knew that they were involved, and as soon as we started having conversations and I understood what their intention was and that the movie was about Bob's message, I got to know Bob. I learned about Bob through Bob's family and with his friends. You know, I spent a lot of time speaking to Neville Garrick, rest in peace, and you know, and Lego and loads of people in Jamaica who knew Bob before he was famous. And they took me to the places where Bob grew up, and you know, and it was spending time with them I really got to absorb who Bob was as a human being, which was most important.
Right. And, you know, this movie focuses on a traumatic period of Bob Marley's life. Ziggy, I'll ask you, why do you think it was so important to relive this period?
Yeah, this period was life-changing for my father. He went through a lot, obviously, the assassination attempt, being exiled from his home country, being diagnosed with cancer. So this period of time there was a lot of things happening to him emotionally that made him think about things, think about life, think about mortality.
What do you hope that people who watch this movie take away from this when they learn about your father and everything that he did and went through?
Well, we want people to have that emotional connection to the human being of who Bob is, not the legend, not the star, but the person. I think that is the first thing we would want people to take away. And the second thing is his message of one love, of less hate, less division, and unity within humanity.
Kingsley, before we let you go, just curious, how difficult was it for you, or was it difficult to really immerse yourself into the mannerisms and the accent and really getting yourself familiarized with the character of Bob Marley?
Yeah, of course it was challenging, and I just remember feeling like there was so much work to do, you know, because I'm not a musician. Bob was an artist, and he was a brilliant artist. And
Yes.
And I really didn't know as much as I thought about Bob. You know, everyone has a connection to him. Everyone knows who Bob is and knows some of the music. But as soon as I started working, you know, I realized I didn't know that much at all. So yes, it was challenging, but it's always challenging, and it should be challenging. And it was a great challenge, and it was an enjoyable challenge. And there were moments where there were highs and lows, but that's the creative process. And, you know, if it wasn't challenging, it wouldn't be worth it. So, you know, I enjoyed it very much.
Well, we just want to say thank you to the both of you for taking some time out on this Friday to speak with us. And everybody head to the theaters. It's getting rave reviews.
Yes,
so
yes.
Thank you to the both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One love to both of you.
One love.
One love.
One love.
Take care. All right, we'll be right back.